Hello, and what is up YouTube? We are back with some Chronics content, and today we have Kaisa. There's currently two builds you can, well, dabble into. One is a build I personally recommend, which is about Terminus and just generally on hit with lethal tempo, and the other one is a more scaling oriented build. I'll deal with both builds in a video, so don't you worry about it, you'll have all of this covered. So for this one, we'll take a good look at the Terminus one, and we'll start with a match into a Soraka Lucian with a Nami and Kaisa. During the laning phase, we will not be achieving too much. Soraka's gonna out-heal the Lucian, and we will not be able to do too much against them. However, if they grief like this, what in the hell are they... Like, you know, there are plenty of things I see, but if there's one thing you should never do against the Kaisa, it's running into her, allowing her to fully stack lethal tempo and her passive, and then think you can win. Like, you go for quick little chip trades, and then once you're level 2 you go for big trades, because then you have the Soraka healing as well as the damage. But the Soraka went for the healing approach level 1, which is a fundamental flaw during the early game, because this is a lane you are actually winning. So in the lane you're actually winning, there's no point of not taking your first ability on Soraka level 1, because if you hit, which most of the time happens if you understand how your champion works, you heal equally as much as you would heal allies level 1, and therefore you can be the one trading efficiently forward, trading your HP bar for potentially anything. And then once you're level 2, you then heal up the ally over time and everything will be fine. But you don't want to all in, you want to do chip damage. Now the Kaisa is a lot stronger than she's supposed to be, and the wave is frozen in a very bad spot for the enemy Lucian. The Lucian will not gain access to this minion wave, the Nami and the Kaisa will make sure of this, and the Volibear is pathing up here too. So that's a massive issue for them right now, but they need to be mindful. They don't... Ooh, and this bubble connects as well. This Nami's playing really well here, hitting these bubbles, or you can always argue the enemy's playing bad, but we'll focus on the positive parts. Soraka now finally hitting the first ability, getting some healing in. Volibear level 5, this is a dive angle. We just push this and we dive them. They are not allowed to reset, and well, they're just dead. They just don't know it yet. The Volibear will just jump over the corner here with his ultimate. Goodbye, and both of them will die. The Vex ultimated over the top as well. We have a full party down here. The Clown car has just pulled up, and the entire squadron is coming around the corner, and he knows he's dead. So, okay, in case you're wondering, why is he not trying to run? He will not escape. And another thing, rather than just dying and trying to deal damage to them, he cleared the minion wave. By clearing the minion wave, number 1, he allowed himself to gain more gold. Number 2, he denies the enemy ability to capitalize on his death even more because there's no wave to use, and therefore the enemy only gets the kill. So he made this scenario, like he put the scenario that was pretty bad for him after everything that unfolded because he only got assists, and made it into a decent scenario for himself. And the wave is again in a nice spot here. Holding the wave here will allow them to just force the enemy to overcommit again, especially for Kaisa. It's very important because Kaisa is not a champion that you want to play forward until you have your first item, which is in this instance one of the most powerful items you can think of for the Kaisa. Terminus is an insane item, the highest first damage item you can actually think of because of so much damage it does. 40 AD, 35 on-hit magic damage, and the pen effect plus the attack speed. Yeah, but it's still a Lucian. The damage is kind of insane. And the lane should have looked like this from the very start if the Lucian just doesn't walk up like an absolute goblin. Because the Lucian has so much more damage in these quick trades, but if the Kaisa gets to fully stack her lethal tempo and the passive stacks, things look very dicey for you. Soraka trying to run away here. Volibear again looking for a potential dive. If he gets another cancel, things look very bad for the Soraka. Yeah, that is very, very bad for them. They get completely choked out here thanks to the jungle intervention. And you'll see, once he goes base and buys Terminus, things look completely different. Is Master Yi? Because no way they would just walk up like this. The Volibear dive is only if you go for the tower, very fine. But if Master Yi is here and they chase instead of going for the tower, things can go very wrong very fast because Nami has no mana. Okay, we pick a Terminus. So good, so far so good. Now he's itemizing towards the Boots of Mana, because he will be going for Nash's 2 second, I assume. In the build card, you will have the correct build card immediately at the beginning. So why is he doing this? Gnash's Tooth is magic damage regardless of what stat you have the most, in the sense of the on-hit damage. It will always be magical damage. The stat it grants you will be dependent on your stats. So, that out of the way. He goes for a proactive play going for a Herald, since he's so much stronger, but his team apparently doesn't really want to do anything about this. Volibear chooses to go for the Dragon, and they have to settle for mid lane plates. Vex connects the ultimate, fears him away. Big burst damage coming around the corner, but yeah, the damage of this champion, once you have these items, is most definitely not fair. Master Yi on an adventure here gets the Alpha Strike reset onto a minion, the Volibear jumps in, and we'll get another free kill for the Kaisa. Getting very, very fat here. Instead of recalling, it seems like we just go for another free wave on the top side of the map. So rather than resetting, we just look at the map and be like, okay, there's nobody here to threaten us, so we might as well go for this wave and the next wave. So I really hope he just goes for the both waves, maybe takes a quick look at the enemy Krug camp, if it's a viable option or if it takes too much time, and then he just resets again. Quick little reset here, has the Boots of Mana, then itemizes towards Gnash's Tooth, as I assume. Vex walks up to deny him with the Cottontail Vex, but not much is happening. Okay, we have another recurve bow on top as well, so we are attacking quite fast with all the items we have. Enemy Master Yi also making a kind of good play by going for the other tower there, because it's more platings and more money. Ooh, if he hit him once, it's just instantly over. This Katarina skin looks so nice. If you just take a look at the hair, I just really like it. So come on, show us the power of just running at somebody, like Ooga Booga style. Because that is the way Riot wants you to play League of Legends WildRift. We see a ward in the bottom quadrant of the map. He pings it as well, nice. Need to be mindful not to be CC chained, because Vex is a champion that CCs you. And then you have Soraka Silence on top. Ooh, the Lucian is playing with fire here, because we have DPS for days. And the only thing that limits us is basically Soraka's existence, as well as her ability to heal up her allies. So if we can't kill them fast enough, they'll just return to the fight briefly after. And if he gets hit by the Vex ultimate, he might risk just dying. So he really can't just go giga deep. He has to theoretically use his teammate as a bait. And that way it just gets a lot easier. Gnash's Tooth, soon to be acquired. Lucian being so angry. Nice sidestep here onto the spell. And now you see the DPS coming through, but yeah. Vex burst damage. Crazy. Oh no, the Master Yi. Oh no, this champion. Yeah, and he survives because thanks to Soraka. Like, guys, if you want LP and you don't want to do anything for your LP, as I always say, just play Soraka. But the change to how Soraka works, it's one of the most unskilled champions in the game, and it's printing LP for you. You will not get good at the game, don't get me wrong, but you will gain LP, so... It's much better than playing Yuumi, let's put it this way. But as a person who played Soraka for an unhealthy amount of games, both the old version and the new version, I personally dislike the new version a lot. I think it's a lot weaker. But yeah, if you want LP, just pick it up. And now we enter the stage of AD carry having to farm minions after minions after minions. We take everything there is on the map. And we just need to make sure that we gain as much gold as possible. The game is currently resting on our shoulders. We have 5 KP out of 8. We're also still heavily scaling. So I really hope though that somebody is actually investing into anti-healing. That would be very cool. And in case you're wondering what he's going for next, it's going to be Infinity Orb. If you're wondering why, so you know Infinity Orb got buffed. It deals bonus damage once the enemy reaches 45% HP, and this also applies to your passive. So you literally empower your execute with a crit. Quite the insane thing, and this brother is a Mundo. And you see the DPS he's dealing to the Mundo. Like, what they've done to the Kaisa as a champion is just insane. Like, yes, we have a lot more burst damage in the game right now, which theoretically makes Kaisa less powerful, because she's not often this very bursty champion outside of her first ability and quick guerrilla tactics. When it comes to stealthing, like auto attack, first ability, stealthing, and then like auto attack again. But if you get into a situation where it's just about raw DPS, or just assassinating people, it's kind of crazy what your champion can do. Also, items like Riftmaker are also very powerful. You can also make the argument, like here instead of Orb, you can look for Riftmaker if you need Sustain. Like all of these arguments can be had. It just depends on what you need the most and why you believe you need it the most. Getting closer to the Infinity Orb here, hunting down Dr. Mundo. Collecting some more camps as we speak. If they see another participant on the map, that might be... Oh, Vex just ulted here. The enemy team is really trying to be proactive. Master Yi just going on to the Nami. But yeah, it's a damage check right now. And Master Yi nearly lost if it wasn't for Soraka. Katrina is literally healing that guy. Now the Lucian makes an appearance. Nice flash by the Swain. Yeah. Life of an AD carry, you have to flash immediately unless you just want to die. Volibear's not charging in. Swain gets the kill onto the Lucian because he pulled him in. Vex fearing away the Volibear, and we said he didn't connect with the Void Seeker. Now we just get bopped by the Vex. Like any mage in this game, there's so much damage. It's just borderline insane. And he just glided forward. Needs to go for another little... Will he get it before the Vex gets another spell? Vex hits the ultimate, goes in, fears away, but not enough damage. Gets a kill on one target. Ooh, this will be very tough. Has ultimate ability available. Has ult. And he kills the Master Yi. If you just go into the replay and look how much damage he did against the Master Yi, like all the perfect things just aligned for him. Lethal tempo, stacked terminus, all of these things, they just completely annihilated the enemy Master Yi. And normally if Master Yi hops onto you as an AD carry, you dissipate. You just die. You just evaporate. You're just gone. Because Master Yi with the changes he got recently, it's just so unbelievably strong. And yeah, he lost a little bit of damage on his third ability, but he gained the ability to be cancelled in his second ability and still maintain 0.5 seconds of the damage mitigation once you start the channeling his meditate, which is really nice to have because you can cancel it yourself. Pops in, gets an instant one shot. You see the crit? Very, very nice damage. Lucian dashes forward as well, gets immediately exhausted. Spaces away, goes for the Soraka, now pops the Soraka. Lucian now walking up again, getting too close. The Nami movement speed is doing a lot of work here with the speed he gains. Looking for another snipe, and he hits the Lucian. Stay mad, brother, you're gone. Volibear ultimate disabling the tower here, and now it's just a question of can they finish or do they want to go for another inhibitor tower? He wants to play with the Dr. Mundo, getting some stacks on his stuff, hits another second ability, the Void Seeker is connecting, now he wants to brawl it out with the Moonbro. Who is the better fighter? Look at the DPS coming in. The Mundo just hit him once and he's like, nope, you are about to die. But with this, we're at the end of this video. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Most importantly, check out his channel in the description below. He's streaming every once in a while. And yeah, mainly AD carry. So if you want to learn how to play some AD carry, how to actually move the camera, how to maintain leads during the laning phase, and what to do with them, feel free to check them out. You will definitely not regret this. And yeah, we'll see each other for more RiftGuides content tomorrow. Goodbye.